boom, 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 Hey, what's up, guys? It's me, F. Dot, and only me, F. Dot. There's like a whole intro I'm going to have to edit later, but it's just me here. Just kidding. Surprise. I have a guest. It's Trixtank. What's up?
What's up, guys?
What's up?
What's up?
What's up?
What's up?
What's up?
What's good?
Chilling, man. Chilling. How about you?
Same.
Just hanging out?
Having fun in America.
Not as
Traveling
much as
along
usual.
to just have fun.
Usually it's the whole squad. So you came over. Are there any other Dig folks?
Suhos, but that's it. And it sucks not having Fred. No traveling companion, nobody I can talk Danish to. So a little sad, but fun to be here without having all the worries about playing and stuff like that. So it's a different experience.
Yeah, you guys came here, what is it, Sunday, and now it's Wednesday. You've been here for 3 days.
Yeah, going home tomorrow.
So this was just like a sort of a media hit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we did some interviews before, some real like official,
Official
hello,
stuff.
right?
Professional.
We asked you to be professional.
Try to be as professional as we could be, at least.
Yeah. Is that a bit? Is
I try.
Is that hard for you?
It's not for me. Like I swear a lot. Like my English not perfect, so like
Well, listen,
it's harder for me. But
you're on my show. No fucking swearing.
okay, I'll take that in mind.
Yeah, you better fucking listen. So Dig, real talk. You guys leapfrogging over placements, right?
Yep.
You're here, first or second seed.
First.
There you go. That's I love.
Oh yeah.
That's what I love with
Get you
with
faster.
Spoiler alert! I knew the answer. What I love is whenever we ask players, like, oh, how are you going to do, or how are you going to win, or blah blah blah. Your answer is always like, of course.
Yeah, of
like
course.
just very matter of fact. I like
How
that.
it's gotta be. It's how it's gotta be.
Yeah. Why is that?
Gotta be straightforward. Set the record straight from the beginning.
It's funny. So I was having a conversation with Thorin this morning, the Counter-Strike guy.
Yeah.
I was having a conversation with Thorin this morning, and we were talking about exactly that, the mentality of a player and thinking you're the best versus thinking you're going to win. So if you go, basically the long and short of the conversation was, it's one thing to think that you're the best, but if you think that you're going to win all the time, that might be a problem because maybe you get surprised.
Yeah.
Has that been a problem for you guys in the past? Confidence?
I don't know. I've always prepared for the worst, but expecting the best.
Okay.
So I expect that we're gonna win because you need that confidence and know that you can win, but you should still prepare for the worst. You can't get a mental breakdown after a loss because losing happens, and I know that for a fact. I've lost and won in my career, mostly losses, so I've taken it with a grain of salt and moved on.
That's true. There are very few things in the world that are international, right? Language barriers and stuff.
Yeah.
Do you know what this is the international sign for?
I don't know. I know it well now, at least. No, I've got to know it pretty well over the years I've been playing Smite. So yeah, I know that.
So let's just Titanic into it.
Oh.
We could dance around it for a while. You guys are fucking incredible online. I have repeatedly said that you have some of the best players in their individual positions, yourself included at times, and you guys consistently lose at LAN.
This is a good argument actually, because I am so tired.
I'm
so tired of people saying in the last team, yes, we were choking on LAN, but that's because we had no structure, we had no people were not good at communicating as an individual. And I'm so tired of hearing me and Fred shuts down and so on. If me and Fred shuts down, if the whole team is shutting down, and sometimes it's not only me and Fred shutting down, it's probably the team shutting down first. In this team, we've had good LANs. The first LAN we were at was where we've been together for 3 weeks. We almost win the finals against Obey 2-3. And we should have won if we just banned the Fafnir. It's a long story, whatever. We should have won that, I feel like. Summerland, we end up winning.
You won.
And then regionals comes up, and that's where people say we choke, blah, blah, blah. We had so good scrims. We won 90% of our scrims up till then. And I think that was a big problem because we didn't do anything different. We were winning. Why do anything different, right? Why do anything different? And then, obviously, we were so far behind on everything. When we played, we actually played pretty well against the rival at regionals. I just think it was straight up coming down to our builds. That was back when what's it called, the healing when you get knocked up.
Gaia.
Yeah, Stone of Gaia was OP, and we didn't see that. and our pick and bans was super far behind, and I think that's why we lost. I don't think we choked. I thought we played pretty well. Like the second game, the fact that we even had a chance of winning when we're so far behind is incredible for me looking back at it.
So for you, it's more of a conversation of we just happened to lose at the biggest part of the season, not necessarily we lost because it was that. And that, for what it's worth, I mean, that's something that I've been saying for a while.
I think we're unlucky as well.
Sure.
Like you could be unlucky. Like if you're not stepping up on the day, like that's also a problem. Like you see like different team like rivals suddenly like they're good at stepping up, but they're also like obviously there's something about a LAN team. Like if you're good at adapting and your nerfs is not that bad, like so on. But I just think that you got to find the consistency as well. Like you need consistent communication and information. And I think in this team, like everybody's good at giving the information. So therefore, me and Fred have a hard time shutting down now. I feel like I will continuously talk in a game right now. Like last regionals, for example, I was probably the most consistent guy on the team because I was continuously trying to communicate. I'm not the best, like, let's do the go for it this time. We set it up like this. This is how we do it. I say like, I give all the information. I give the war control. I say where they are. And then like sometimes it will be me making the decision. But usually like I will see like Verity or Fred stepping into like, okay, we're going to do this now. But like I am like a stable stone of the team that I think is very important right now.
You're the detail giver. That's
the
important.
Detail giver. Make sure that everybody knows where they are. Like if Verity is stepping too far forward, I will make sure that I have control of the minimap and say you got to step back now. Like the jungle's over there. Or like if Kenny is asking, can I go for the purple invade? Then I'm saying no, we don't have eyes on the jungle, even though we don't know where he is. So like just be that guy, consistent guy that keeps everybody in check. Not the best like adapting guy, like setting up and so on. Like
sure.
I prefer giving that to other people, even though I do it sometimes. In our team, it's like...
It's a push and pull.
Yeah, I think in our team, we don't have a specific caller. We just give good information, and whoever sees the opportunities, we seek it, and then we make an equal decision.
And you guys have been successful again online because of that. We saw you guys, and like you said, your resume kind of speaks for itself as far as you guys looked really good last year, and then Super Regionals happens, whatever. Springtime, you guys come in and still look strong. Summer you missed the LAN. What happened there?
I have some excuses there. I think I have always tried hard the entire time I've been playing Smite. This LAN was the first time where I didn't try hard too much. And I was just drained out. Like I knew if I was going to come into Worlds with new energy and just wanting to play ranked all the time, I needed a break. So we cut down scrims to 3 times a week, only 1 time.
Okay.
And we still got 30. Like we still placed third. I was surprised we placed third because we didn't practice at all. But I had a great summer. I got renewed energy, and we came back strong for this one.
So now, see, this is why I'm so happy that I get to have a conversation here, because I mean, there's like an old man in the football stands that's angry that you took some time off, right?
Yeah.
But me as a realist, as a real person, like fuck it, I get it. You got to take some time, and if the summer split, like it might be a dirty word to say not trying your hardest, but like you said, you guys placed third. It's still all well and fine.
We still try. Like you never go into a game and say we're gonna lose this. Like we're always try harding. Like when we scrimmed, we try harded. When we played that spell, we try harded. We just didn't practice as much, which meant that we were not that far ahead and so on. Like,
your ceiling was a little bit lower.
Usually we're the one to set the normal meta, and then like people will adapt around it and so on. But like this time we were just like following people's steps.
And now, so for the fall split, different story. You guys looked fantastic.
Had a rough ending, but
yeah, I mean that happens.
We still got firsties, so having a rough ending, it's not that rough. But
especially Energy looking as hot as they did at the finals, and then you were the ones to kind of cool them off, be like, "Shut up."
We even lost 15K down. We were like, "Oh shit!" They gave us that one.
Yeah. You like so Energy certainly gave you some competition. Before we're going to talk more about you, I want to touch on Energy right quick though.
We can.
Energy, they feel like old Energy.
I do think, like, I'm still thinking that, like, Emilsi is a better chance. I do think he is, like, probably the best support in EU. I do think that, like, me and Raffer have stepped up a lot.
I agree.
Which means that the gap is, like, very small, if there's even a gap anymore, and we have just our different play styles and we played equally as good. I think that's more the case we're at now. But in the beginning, like, it was definitely good, but it's still a good choice. I think if Energy want to get back to their consistent, like winning 2 world championships in a row, it's with Emilsi, because he's a very consistent, good player. They just need I don't think it's energy gotten worse or anything. They have gotten better for sure, but I just think everybody have gotten better. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Smite has gotten more competitive.
That goes
That's
without
the word.
saying. Every pro I've spoken to has said the same thing. Every analyst, and because it used to be, and I was talking about this with Kenneth. Kenneth and Energy used to just be better at Smite than you.
Oh yeah.
And that's why they beat you.
Yeah.
Like you would see professional players go up and they would just push the buttons better, and that's why they started losing was because other people got to that level.
Yeah.
And they weren't innovating. You on Team Dignitas do a little bit of both. Zero's God pool is just fucking weird. Just like he plays the Morrigan and a lot of weird shit. You've always been a very interesting support player with your play style.
I'm starting becoming normal. Like I'm a normal support now. I have to be that guy now. Like, and I've learned a lot. Like it took a while, but I think I'm there.
You want to play Wukong though?
I really want to play Wukong. There's other characters I want to play. I may have something with Worlds coming up.
Yeah? No
I
spoilers?
do.
Uh-oh.
I mean, but I'm not gonna say what it is. But I do have stuff coming up.
Don't say it here. Tell me after we shut the cameras off. Yeah. But so coming into Worlds, we talked about how hot energy is, and so the first question I want to ask about Worlds specifically is who's the better team, honestly, Dignitas or Energy?
I don't think you can look at the question like that, because if I make a pool of 4, let's say we have Obey, Rival, Energy, and us, I would say us getting out of it. But we're going to lose to Energy. That's what I would say. But we're going to win against Obey and Rival.
Sure.
Where Energy is probably going to lose against Rival and Obey. And we will win that group. But I just think that Energy is so good against us because we play consistent Smite, they play consistent Smite. And a lot of the times, they do have different picks that's hard to deal with in our specific meta, and it's always been like that. Their picks have just been better against what we play consistently.
That's fair.
And that's why I think Energy against us is probably better, but in a group, I don't think so. The ones I wouldn't want to meet in the finals of Worlds would be Energy.
Yeah.
For sure.
You're confident about everybody else?
I'm confident that we can beat anybody else.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm also confident we can beat Energy, but it's the toughest opponent for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. I completely understand where you're coming from.
Yeah.
You got pretty passionate when we were talking about the team choking and stuff, and I want you to kind of drive that point home. Yeah,
I agree and I disagree. Because in the old team, I've always been an emotional player. If the team acts confident, I'm super confident. I will keep talking. I will keep doing good stuff. And I think I lacked that in the old team. What
do you mean by the old team, by the way?
Old team, Lobster, Fumbo, Celia, back in Paradigm time. If me and Fred didn't spot up and leaded the team to victory, there was no way we're gonna win. You also saw when we left, there was a piece missing because maybe we choked at land because me and Fred got a little bit more passive and so on because we didn't have that proper confidence from the team. Then yes, I guess we choked, but I also think it's a team thing overall. You can't just have 2 people choking and say well, your communication shut down. There's still 3 players on the team who can talk, and the mid lane has as much say. I do understand the jungle and support is important roles, but I think we're at a point where Verity and Akul shows a lot of confidence when they get into the game, and it affects me so much, and I will play with confidence always. And I don't think ever since I joined the new team, I don't think I've been at a lane where I've shut down even though we're behind.
Yeah,
if you hear the comps at least, I'm going to be the one talking the most, without a doubt.
You know what's required to win, and I love that you're an emotional player. I think that speaks to me. I'm a very emotional viewer, and I get attached to it. And I think that you brought up something that I don't think a lot of fans kind of really internalize, is that going back to the old team, as you say, whether it was Orbit or whatever, the Lobster and everybody, that was also a team that kind of fell just shy of the victory. After you guys won launch tournament, which I still give you credit for, I think was fun, but it was definitely a different world of Smite. You guys always came up short, so I think that's why that argument or that statement kind of.
No, we definitely choked with the old team. I agree. We choked. I choked. I remember World semifinals against the enemy. I choked big time. That was the one time I would say I choked the most because I played so poorly, so many poor decisions, shutting down in comms, so on. I definitely had my choking experience, but I think since I came in this new team, I think that should just be shut down because that's not the case. It's just a team fault. It's not choking overall, I wouldn't say.
Yeah, it just happened.
Just the team was better that day. I would say so, at least.
Well, there are still some people out there that are thinking that. So as kind of how do you shake that? There's somebody out there that goes,
you win Worlds.
No, I'm not doing it. I'm not believing Dig this time. They fooled me too many times. What's your message to those people?
My message is watch Worlds.
Yeah.
I'm very confident this year. Like, I've also gotten older and like the nerves have settled down. Like right now, just win or lose. Like I don't mind whatever, and I think that helps a lot. So now hopefully we can go all the way. I feel really confident in the team, and the scrim environment is getting better, and our scrim is getting better. So we're looking strong for it, and hopefully just I can shut them down with the World win. That's what I'm hoping.
That confidence is there. Before we wrap up, I want to start and end a small conversation. You are the last people to really play with SK before they became SK. What's going on there? Lobster and Funball are great players, right? Why are they losing every game they play?
I mean, they got Phaelus in, for example. Like, he is like mechanically equally with Fred, and I would say.
Whoa.
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
You think you need to say that?
Phaelus and Ducky is by far like two of the best players in the world. They're so good.
Wow.
I will call it right now. Like, I give them so much credit. Like, them two players, they are so good. I think what they're lacking is like maybe some better decision making or leadership overall. Like maybe better information, but better communication overall. That's maybe their problem. I think that it also shows like now when me and Fred like immediately after, even though they got two new players, like they got Phaelus and they got, I think they got, who did they get?
I mean, over there they
it was
have
before
Ducky
Half
and
Devils.
Half
No, but they had Sailor. They had they got Badger. Yeah, I guess there was not any really good support, so that was their main issue. Why they got bad? I do feel like because Phaelus was a good fill for Fred, I would say, but there's just not many good supports, I suppose. I'm not sure what happened with them. But I do think that just shows though as well that me and Fred was a solid rock wherever we go. Sure. Like I feel like we can go to any team. Like we can get in there with Trixtank Prime and we'll be doing as good. We'll still be top 2. I think that shows a lot about who we are. But I think we just need to, as I said, like the lands hasn't been consistent at all. It never has been, and still isn't, even in the new team.
Yeah.
And we just gotta step it up now and stop joking around and win something.
That's what you guys are doing coming into Worlds, right?
We need to.
You're going to step it up, and you guys are going to do it. Anything weird going on as you guys get ready, or just kind of standard boot camp?
We're going to Philly, watching some NBA game. We're going to go watch an NBA game.
Right.
I'm super excited for that, actually.
Dignitas has a relationship with the Sixers.
With the Sixers, so we're getting like VIP tickets for the NBA games. I'm super excited. Never seen an American like sports game before in my life, live at least.
NBA.
So looking forward to it.
So the Sixers, they're not exactly a good team.
They're all right now.
They're better. They're
not bad. I mean, they were shite last year.
Yeah.
But they're good now.
You got to say trust the process.
Trust the process.
Yeah, there you go. That's the Sixers thing.
Yeah.
I will say that going to an American basketball game, because it's indoors especially, and basketball is kind of like our game right now. Like I know we have NFL and MLB, but basketball is kind of like the young game. Those places get loud, and if you're in VIP, you're going to be drinking. It's going to be fun.
It's going to be fun, for
It's
sure.
going to be a lot of fun.
And with the whole team, like, surely there'll be drinking and fun going on there.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
You'll be hanging out with Mike. Well, we'll talk off camera, but there's a lot of people in Dignitas that I fucking love. So that's going to be dope. When is that trip to Philly?
We're going, so all the players go the 3rd. They fly out the 3rd, and we're going the 4th. So we'll get the first day whenever they play. The first day we'll get to watch that and calm down, and then we start scrimming, and we'll watch the replays together. I think it's a good thing that we gather up as well before Gauntlet, because then like all the Gauntlet games is super important to watch, because that's the team you're going to face.
That's your opposition.
So you can sit there and analyze it. That's why we got a head start. I would say there's a good side and a bad side about not starting now, because you just kind of get warmed up, you get used to the stage immediately. But the other side is we can sit and see what they do, and they have no idea what we're practicing.
Also, less chance to actually fucking lose. You're not gonna wake up and have a bad Thursday and then not go to Worlds.
And less chance to not go to Worlds. I'm so happy with this platform. If this was the platform every single year, I would have gone every single year. So I'm just saying. I would have loved this platform a long time ago.
I too love the format. I talked about that just a couple of days ago. But hey, man, I appreciate you coming out and really telling us everything and putting people in their place.
I needed to. I actually needed to get it out about the choking, because I don't think in this specific team that's the problem that we've had. But in the old team, 100%. I mean, I agree. That's why I got pissed off, but that's because it was true. But now I'm like, don't know. If
that's why you got pissed off, because it's not true this time.
Yeah, I got pissed off again because now it's not true. That's the way it goes.
Pissed. Hey, man, Trix, I appreciate you.
Thank you, man.
Thanks a lot, bud.
It's been good.
All right, make sure check the video and all that shit. Yeah, like, comment, and subscribe. Peace. Fade to black now, Alex.
Subscribe.
After. That's it. It's the outro. 1.